Hi, church family, here at St. Augustine. By now, you've probably heard that the Archdiocese of Washington and the District of Columbia have announced that churches and other houses of worship will be allowed to reopen under strict guidelines beginning this weekend, Saturday, January 27th. This is something that we have, of course, been looking forward to for several months. The Mass schedule will be a little different to provide the time we need to prepare the church after each Mass. And so Saturday, we'll continue to have our 4:30 Mass in the evening. Sunday morning, we'll continue to have our 8 a.m. Mass. The next Mass will be 10:30 a.m. and then 1 p.m. on Sunday. In order to prepare to reopen safely and in accordance with the directives provided by the Archdiocese and guidelines provided by the local public health officials and the CDC, we prepared this short video to go over the practices and protocols that we must follow in order to keep everyone safe and to remain open. For those of you in first and high-risk categories, who have been advised by your physicians or public health authorities to continue to shelter in, please be assured that we will continue to live stream one of the Masses on Sunday. And we'll do that indefinitely. Also, this is the reason why Archbishop Wilton Gregory has continued the dispensation of the obligation for attending Sunday Mass. We will live stream this weekend our 10:30 a.m. Mass. We'll also continue to post daily Mass videos on our website. So before Mass, in order to manage attendance at each Mass in a manner consistent with the directives given, we are temporarily requiring reservations by individuals for specific Mass you plan to attend. Reservations can be made online through our website or by calling the church office. Before coming to Mass, please make sure that you are feeling well. If you're feeling not well, please remain home and join us via live stream. Please make sure that your hands are thoroughly washed before you arrive. You'll be required to sanitize your hands at a hand sanitizing station before being seated. Please also bring your own hand sanitizer to use before and after the reception of Holy Communion. In compliance with the DC law and the directives of the Archdiocese of Washington, all Mass attendees must wear masks or face coverings that completely cover both the nose and mouth. We will be unable to allow you in the church without a proper face cover, just to make sure everyone is safe. When you arrive, please check in with our greeters who will be stationed outside our front center doors. Once they check you in, our ministers of hospitality, our ushers, will seat you and your family. We will seat everyone beginning from the front of the church and moving to the back. In compliance with social distancing guidelines, several pews will be blocked off. Family groups can, however, sit together, but will still be seated 6 feet from other groups or individuals. We ask that you please not change seats once you are seated. I know that we all have our favorite pew and our favorite place to sit, but I ask you to assist the ministers of hospitality by sitting where they guide you. In keeping with public health guidelines, all hymnals and missalettes will be removed from the pews. A single guide sheet will be provided when you enter. It's yours to take as you leave, and we're asking parishioners not to share printed materials. The order of the Mass will go as usual, with a couple exceptions that will be, so for example, there will be no processional or recessional at the beginning or end of Mass. During the offertory, we will take up the collection in regular fashion using long-handled baskets while maintaining proper social distancing. We also encourage you to give online through Faith Direct. We will not be able to hold hands during the prayer of the Our Father as we are accustomed to do. We ask instead that you hold up your hands like I do when we offer the Lord's Prayer. The Archdiocese, as you probably know, has also asked us to temporarily omit the sign of peace out of an abundance of caution. I know that many of you may be thinking this doesn't feel like St. Augustine. We're known for our warm welcome that we provide to all and our enthusiastic exchange of the sign of peace. And while it might feel awkward at first, which it will, we ask you to please support the protection of the health and safety of all who gather by complying with this request. For the reception of Holy Communion, there will be 4 lines for the reception of the body of Christ. The reception of the precious blood, however, is suspended until further notice. Reception of the body of Christ is by hand only, and there are no exceptions to this directive. Please wait until an usher guides you to come forward, and please maintain social distancing from the parishioner in front and behind you. Before you come forward, please remove gloves if you are wearing them and sanitize your hands with alcohol-based hand sanitizer. You must also wear your mask as you come forward. The priest or extraordinary minister of Holy Communion, who will also be wearing a mask, will offer you the body of Christ in your hand. Please step to the side after you receive, lower your mask, consume the host, cover your face again, and then return to your seat. If you are not receiving Holy Communion at Mass, we would ask that you remain in your seat as others do so. If you or someone that you are with are unable to come forward for Holy Communion, please notify an usher, and communion will be brought to you at the end of the distribution of Holy Communion, just as is our normal practice in the past. At the end of Mass, you will be directed by an usher to depart from one pew at a time, starting from the back of the church. Please note that we cannot allow parishioners to remain for a private prayer or congregate in the church after Mass, as we must allow ample time for cleaning and sanitization between each Mass. Please note that the church will be cleaned regularly throughout the day, and all bathrooms will be regularly sanitized. Please do not congregate in the parking lot or on the sidewalks surrounding the church. We must allow as much time as possible between Masses to move people safely out of the church. At the conclusion of Mass, I will depart through the sacristy. I will enter through the sacristy, because remember there's no opening procession, and also will depart through the sacristy. That means, of course, I won't be able to greet you at the end of Mass in our normal fashion and engage with you as you depart. But again, I know this is going to feel very much counter to what we normally do as we celebrate as a faith community and show and express our love and care for one another. But at this point, in these current circumstances, the best way to show our love and care for one another is also to do everything we can to keep each other safe. One parishioner said to me that, that their mother, who's very up there in age, said that, she's coming to church, and we want her to come, and we want to make sure we do everything to make sure that people like her, people like you, will going to be safe as we do so. So God bless you, and look forward to seeing you very soon.